Good evening, everyone. Welcome to EmoNews, every moment online. Christmas is just 2 nights away. I know lots of you are excited for the season. And with that said, season greetings to everyone. Coming up tonight, Dominica State College prepares to welcome new students for January 2026 semester. Dominican bouyon artist Trilla G earns major Billboard recognition. Dominica sparking boys' interest in reading. 2-year-old among 5 killed in Mexican Navy plane crash off Texas. Russia launches the largest air assault on Ukraine in weeks. And We United FC crowned DFA Boys Under-15 champions. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited, I can't hide it. The new Blast Jackpot rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Welcome back. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is a news broadcast for the 23rd of December, 2025. In local news this evening, Dominica State College, DSC, is gearing up to welcome approximately 150 new students when the institution opens its doors for the January 2026 semester. As part of the onboarding process, new student orientation is scheduled to take place from January 12 to 14, 2026. The orientation will include a series of mandatory sessions designed to familiarize incoming students with academic expectations, college policies, support services, and campus life. These sessions are intended to ensure a smooth transition into tertiary education and equip students with the tools needed for success at DSC. Following orientation, the new semester will officially begin on January 19, 2026, marking the start of classes across the college's faculties. Dominica State College looks forward to welcoming its newest cohort and remains committed to providing a supportive, engaging, and high-quality learning environment for all students.
Dominica State College is gearing up to welcome approximately 150 new students when the college opens its doors for the January 2026 semester. As part of the onboarding process, new student orientation is scheduled to take place from January 12 to 14, 2026. The orientation will include a series of mandatory sessions designed to familiarize incoming students with academic expectations, college policy, support services, and campus life. These sessions are intended to ensure a smooth transition into tertiary education and to equip students with the tools needed for success here at DSC. Following orientation, the new semester will officially begin on January 19, 2026, marking the start of classes across the college's faculties. The Dominica State College, of course, looks forward to welcoming its newest cohort and remains committed to providing a supportive, engaging, and high-quality learning environment for all of our students.
Dominican bouyon music continues to gain international attention, with Trilla G emerging as one of the genre's fastest rising stars. The recognition comes following a feature by Billboard highlighting his debut album, Take Me As I Am. The full-length project captures the essence of bouyon through pounding drums, high-energy tempos, commanding vocal performances, and rhythms that fuse modern technology with Dominica's folk music roots. The album also features regional collaborations, including a remix of the title track with Grenadian soca star Vaughn, while Jamaican dancehall R&B singer Stock Ashley adds a sensual touch to the track Nobody. Another standout, Kione Me, reinforces the idea that music transcends language and dialect barriers. Tied together by infectious dance-ready melodies, Take Me As I Am has been praised for its authenticity and cultural depth. Billboard named Blue, featuring Ridge, has a must-listen track from the project. The feature marks another milestone for Dominican Bouyon as it continues to reach global audiences.
It's such an honor to be featured on Billboard's top 10 Caribbean albums list for 2025, Made it to number 4 on the list. And there's some huge names on that list, Marsha Montano, Popcorn, Chronix, Bad Bunny. So one can imagine how I must feel, being a young man from Dominica, singing Bouyon music. This is a big win for me. And this is also speak volumes as to the level that Bouyon music is rising. And I'm just happy to be a part of that historic run that we're going for right now, Try my best to put out the best work possible. And it was great for me that the fans had received the album so well, but the fact that entities like Billboard can pick up on the work that we're doing, me and my team, it's an amazing feeling of one of fulfillment, because we work so hard and we're really working hard outside of ourselves to contribute to the success of Bouyon music and to really put Dominica on the map in a meaningful way, And yeah, man, I still wake up and watch VHS and see Billboard Top 100 and stuff like that. And I mean, we're not there yet, but the fact that we got featured as one of the best albums for the Caribbean this year, I think this is a step in the right direction. And definitely I'll continue to keep dropping good music, keep pleasing the fans and them, and keep making the critics and them take note of Bouyon music, So you don't know Bouyon to the world, we got EmoNews one time. Thank you guys. Continue streaming the album. Take Me As I Am, the album. Out now, everywhere. You don't know.
And news coming from Castlebruce. Yes, the Castlebruce Primary School, a teacher-led initiative, is transforming boys' attitudes towards reading. Remedial teacher Hanel Jackson noticed that while girls frequently used the school library, boys showed little interest, preferring outdoor play. After speaking with the boys, Jackson learned that they felt the books and reading spaces were designed mainly for girls. In response, she created the Boys' Reading Corner, a space designed by the boys themselves featuring books, games, and activities aligned with their interests. The initiative has successfully boosted boys' enthusiasm for reading, with students describing the space as fun, exciting, and inspiring. The new environment has also encouraged a more inclusive reading culture across the school. The project was developed through a research initiative supported by the OECS Program for Educational Advancement and Relevant Learning, also known as PEARL, funded by the Global Partnership for Education. The program supports teacher leadership and innovation across several Eastern Caribbean states. Jackson says the success of the Reading Corner has exceeded her expectations and hopes it will continue to nurture a lifelong love for reading among her students. And that's a wrap for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
We're at the different phases in life. We move at a different pace. All we need is to be supported. Cause when the baby's coming, business needs revamping, the new job's starting, and you need an outfit. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up.
And now for regional news. A 61-year-old Chinese national has been killed during an early morning robbery at his home and business in Port Morant, Guyana. Police say Cheng Yongping and his 32-year-old son were attacked with knives by two bandits as they returned from the market around 5 a.m. The men were robbed of cash and cell phones before the attackers escaped on foot. Cheng Yongping later died from his injuries at the New Amsterdam hospital, while his son has since been discharged. Police have taken at least 4 people into custody as investigations continue. CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett says 2025 was a challenging year marked by geopolitical tensions and the devastation of Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica and Haiti, but praised member states for their resilience and unity. She highlighted regional cooperation in disaster response, progress on free movement, economic and agricultural initiatives, cultural celebrations, and peaceful elections. Looking ahead, Barnett said CARICOM will focus on resilience, food security, connectivity, and preparing for emerging technologies, expressing confidence in the region's collective strength. And finally, Liat Air says it plans to expand its route network into Central and South America from 2026, with Panama, Belize, and Colombia among destinations being considered. The airline's chief financial officer, Kunle Ibrahim, said the move builds on recent growth aimed at improving connections between the Eastern Caribbean and major regional hubs. The announcement follows Liat's inaugural flight to the Dominican Republic, bringing its network to 17 destinations in 14 countries. Ibrahim described the Dominican Republic as a key market and said the proposed Latin American expansion would strengthen regional air links and boost the movement of people, goods, and services. And that concludes regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news after this message. And now for international news. Russia carried out a massive overnight drone and missile attack on Ukraine into Tuesday, killing at least 3 people, including a 4-year-old child, and triggering emergency power outages across several regions, Ukrainian officials said. Ukraine's Air Force reported that Russia launched 635 drones and 38 missiles, most of which were intercepted. Impacts were recorded at 21 locations nationwide, with energy and civilian infrastructure heavily targeted. President Volodymyr Zelensky said the strike, the largest since early December, underscored Russia's refusal to pursue peace, coming amid ongoing diplomatic efforts. Emergency repairs are underway to restore electricity as soon as security conditions allow. And at least 5 people, including a 2-year-old child, were killed when a Mexican Navy aircraft crashed into Galveston Bay, Texas, on Monday afternoon, according to U.S. Coast Guard officials. The plane was carrying 8 people, 4 naval crew members and 4 civilians, and was on a medical mission transporting burned patients to a hospital in Galveston. 2 people were rescued alive, while 1 remains unaccounted for. Mexico's Navy said in a post on social media it extends its deepest condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in this tragic accident. It said it is coordinating with the Mexican consulate in Houston. The aircraft had departed from Merida, Mexico, and was approaching Galveston amid poor visibility when the crash occurred. The cause is under investigation by U.S. and Mexican authorities. And finally, President Donald Trump has again stirred controversy by saying Greenland is vital to U.S. national security and by naming Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as a special envoy to the territory. The remark sparked strong objections from Denmark and Greenland, whose leaders insist the island is not for sale and cannot be taken over. Trump argues the interest is driven by security concerns in the Arctic, particularly increased Russian and Chinese presence rather than mineral wealth. Observers say the envoy appointment reflects Washington's desire to expand its influence in the region, though analysts believe the use of force is unlikely. And that's all for international news this evening. Stay tuned for the sports segment coming up next. And now for the sports segment. We United FC were crowned champions of the DFA Boys Under-15 League following a hard-fought 1-0 victory in the final on game night. The win secured the league title for We United FC, an exciting and competitive season, showcasing the talent and determination of young footballers across the island. Congratulations to We United FC on a well-earned championship. Commendations are also extended to all participating teams, players, coaches, match officials, and supporters for contributing to a successful and entertaining Under-15 season. The Dominica Football Association, in partnership with the National Drug Abuse Prevention Unit, has held an anti-doping education session for the national Under-17 men's football team. The session focused on clean sport principles, the WADA prohibited list, athlete responsibility, and the health risks of performance-enhancing drugs as the team prepares for 2026 competitions, including World Cup qualifiers. Officials say the initiative supports FIFA compliance and reinforces the role of young athletes as positive role models. And to conclude the sports segment, the Dominica Chess Federation has wrapped up the 2025 Under-18 Junior Chess Championship at St. Gerald's Hall, following a closely contested and dramatic final round. Lucas Sorrento emerged champion with 6 points after securing a decisive final round win, edging out defending champion Kijane Peltier, who placed second, and Tyrell Coffey, who finished third. In the ladies category, Ayani Casimir claimed first place. The federation praised the high level of play and sportsmanship and thanked the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission for supporting youth chess development in Dominica. And that's a wrap for sports news this evening. Stay tuned for the weather report. And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 23rd of December 2025. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis. On behalf of the entire newscast here at EmoNews, we say thank you for viewing. This is Emo Nightly News, every moment online. Season greetings.